the meaning of Concord. We're going to be looking at tense, and we're going to be looking at the number. These are the key words that we should look at when it has to do with Concord. Concord has to do with the word Concord. It has to do with the agreement between between the subject and the verb of the sentence. A sentence, a sentence in terms of number and what? Time. So these are the things you should be looking at when we are talking and discussing about Concord. Concord has to do with the rules of grammar. You understand me? How you can be able to speak very well and make an accurate sentence. So in terms of Concord now, our keywords here, just like we said before, we are looking at tense and we are looking at what? Numbers. So if you look at our definition here, we said Concord has to do with what? The agreement between the subject and the verb. These are the things we should be looking at, the keywords between the subject and the verb. Are you seeing it? The subject and the verb of a sentence in terms of what? Number and what? Tense. Are you seeing it? Now the question now is, what is the meaning of tense and what is the meaning of what? Number. What do you understand by tense and what do you understand by what? Number. Now we move from there. Now he smiles often. He smiles often. So when you look at this pronoun, he is the subject and you have the verb smiles and you have the word, the adverb here, which is the adverb of frequency, often. He smiles often. Now when you look at this now, if we're expressing this in terms of tense, tense refers to what? Time. Are you seeing it? We are still coming back to the sentence. We are looking at tense. Tense refers to time that an action took place. The time could be present, could be past, or future. So every particular sentence is trying to express these three uh, things you are saying here. So tense refers to time, and the time could be present, past, or future. Now, in this sentence, he smiles often. He smiles often. The tense here was what? The tense here was indicated by the verb smile, smile, smile. Now, how does it show you time? Remember, this smile is in the present state. It's in the present state. This smile is in the present state. In other words, this sentence has been able to show us how the time this action or this statement was made. He smiles often. That means the smile happens every time. You understand me? Often. He smiles often. Now let's look at it again in terms of number. In terms of number, yeah, in Concord, we have what is called the subject and the verb what? Agreement. So the subject-verb agreement indicates that a subject should, tally with the verb of a sentence in terms of number. In terms of number, what does that supposed to mean? It simply means that if the subject is singular, the verb should also be what? Singular. If the subject is plural, the verb should also be plural. So in this case now, you have the subject, he is one person, and you have the verb, which is a singular verb, one. And using which is a singular verb. Most often times, verbs, when they have s attached to it, is what? Singular. Although it's not in all cases. So in this case now, you send it he, which is a singular pronoun, and you have smile, which is a singular verb. So majorly in Concord is looking at agreement between the subject of a verb, between the subject of a verb, and tense to make what? A complete sentence. To make a complete and sensible sentence. A sentence must agree in terms of number and tense. You understand me? So, for example, if you have another scenario, let's say another example, let's take another example again. She was she was good. Are you saying this was now is indicating tense time? It's showing that the time is what? In the past. Are you seeing it? And the was is going with she because she is also what? A singular pronoun, because was is also what? A singular verb. No, the was is the past tense of is was. Is present, past. Are you seeing it? So in other words, this was now is expressing a past event. So the was here is expressing a past event. So that is everything you need to know about the basics of aspect of what? Concord. So definitely when we start going in details and the whole thing, we will be looking at the various rules of Concord. So if you are watching this video, all you just need to do is to hit the subscribe button, or comment and like and share, because I will be bringing the rest rules of Concord to you. If you still have any question, you can drop it or we'll tackle it out for you. Thank you very much.